Everybody, welcome to Truckers Pod and Wrestling Tracks. That's right, a simulcast here. I got my brother, the good doctors, in the house. That's right, the good doctor, the Reverend Doctor, that is. Reverend Doctor, Bishop, Apostle, if you will, whatever you want to call him. My brother, all the same to me, Dr. Greg McCray. How you doing?
I'm fine, brother. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Now, to some, he's a pastor, he's a father, he's getting his degree to become what's your degree in?
I'm getting a degree in audio production.
In audio production, there it is. He has several qualifications and several accomplishments that I don't have time to go into. But despite all of that, as many wonderful accomplishments as there is, in my humble opinion, he still can't cut it anymore. In the wonderful world of wrestling, he can't cut the mustard anymore because he's getting old.
The older I get, the older you get.
Yeah. He's around the corner to 50. 40's down the road. He's around the corner to 50.
Well, I got a few years left, but they say the older you get, the stronger you get.
Oh, yeah.
And the smarter you get.
Oh, yeah, but it's all love here, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I brought my brother in here because one of the things I want to talk to him for a while about Badd Blood and different other stuff. What's your opinion about Badd Blood pay-per-view?
Badd Blood pay-per-view. Overall, pretty good. Started off real hot. I wish they would have had maybe one more high marquee match, but the matches that were on there were pretty good.
Yeah. Well, one match that was interesting. Dominic Mysterio was in a shark cage, while Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley battled out for the women's championship. Well, somehow, some way, Dominic slipped off the cage, hung upside down like a pinata, and Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley couldn't help herself. She grabbed a kendo stick and went to swinging.
And he deserved it. He deserved every shot in it.
Yes, indeed, man. One match on the card was quite interesting. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk. Drew McIntyre got hit with a toolbox, got busted open. Thank God, back to blood. I don't know if it was intentional or accident, but whatever the case may be, Blood's back in WWE, at least for now. And 16 staples had to close the blood, close the wound. Let me tell you something. I've had staples in my head before. Now, I didn't feel the staples going in because I was knocked out, but taking them out ain't too bad. You barely feel it coming out, but I was knocked out when they had it put in there.
Man, I've had stitches placed in. My son had staples put in, and you really don't feel it when they pull it out. Everything is easier on the way out than it is going in.
Thank God I was knocked out when they put the staples in there. Because I was knocked out. I couldn't take I probably couldn't take it going in. But Drew McIntyre, 16 staples rather, going in his head. CM Punk said, "Look, I don't have the energy to walk down that ring. I can't smile. I'm in pain. I loved it. I'm see y'all when I see you. It's not the end, but I can't continue. I don't know if I'm gonna keep going. I see you when I see you." Seth Rollins came out and he addressed Bronson Reed.
Man, that match, once it happens, it's going to be real interesting. Bronson Reed been on the tear, and his matches with Braun Strowman only built up and made both of them look stronger in the end.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see where they go forth with them two after this these series of matches. To me, that last Monster Standing, I would love to see a part 2 at WrestleMania.
Oh, that would be good. That would be good, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, at Badd Blood also, we had Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. That's right, Roman and Cody Rhodes take on the new bloodline, Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. I just want to say this. Chuck Norris is a bad sucker, but even he gets a little nervous when around Jacob Fatu.
Man, Jacob Fatu is just, he's perfect for the wrestling business. He's got some good wrestling. He's the type of wrestler that makes you want to see him. Been doing good work where he got everybody want to see him in a one-on-one match with Roman Reigns. So it'd be interesting to see what they do with him as far as his singles career. I'm looking forward to seeing the future of him in the WWE and the future of this storyline.
And after that match was over, Jimmy Uso came back and lined himself back with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Cody won the match. And they walking up the ramp. The rest of the new bloodline came and attacked Cody Rhodes. Jimmy Uso had to convince Roman Reigns to help out Cody, and they did that. And all of a sudden, that classic "If You Smell" and The Rock showed up, and great storytelling, which is smart. Didn't do nothing. He just counted to 3, did the throat cut, and that was it.
Man, I would just want to say this: when he hit that super kick, him and his brother hit their super kick so pretty. You can tell different wrestlers the way they do their super kick. You even got to see their face. I can tell how Shawn Michaels do his super kick. I can tell how the Young Bucks, how they look when they do their super kicks. But to me, no one is prettier than Jimmy Uso doing the super kick. And when I saw that first super kick come out, I knew it was him behind the mask. And did you see the brother arms? This dude been in the gym working out.
Oh yeah. Now most people complain like, "Oh, The Rock is back. Wrestling is boring again." People mostly complain about how The Rock being a member of the board of directors has something to do with it. But first of all, I want to address something. I addressed this last time I did the show over on Truckers Pod. The Rock is a member of the board. He has a seat on the board. He does not have the final say so. The new owner of the WWE, whose name is slipping me at the moment, he has the last say so of the WWE side of TKO. He's the majority shareholder. He is the final green light, red light of decision making. By the way, there's a difference between the board, the corporate, and the production. The corporate runs the company as a whole. They don't run the show. Okay? The writers run the show. They check in with the corporate once in a while, and they get this everyone. I would eventually say monthly. Check in with the corporation side monthly. The writers, the producers, the writers, they run the shows. Your complaint is not with the board of directors. Your complaint is with the writers.
Yes. And to me, Rock having him come in there, just being there is part of big business.
Oh yeah.
And the blessed part about it is he's still in shape to get in the ring and wrestle. Why would you not want somebody like him to come and still be in the ring? And I'm gonna say this: all this is a storyline that's gonna culminate in The Rock versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, which is the match that everybody want to see now more than ever, especially since The Rock lost. Since Roman Reigns lost at WrestleMania last year. And we're interested to see how The Rock will be involved with Roman Reigns, being the head of the table, and with this possible storyline of the new bloodline versus old bloodline. will he align with Roman Reigns? Will he turn his back on him? There's so many different ways that this can go.
Yes, sir. And not just WrestleMania. I'm looking forward to something I've been waiting for a long time since The Rock acknowledged Roman Reigns as the tribal chief. The bloodline Civil War thing. So maybe a Survivor Series down the road.
Yes.
So maybe round 2 will be the Bloodline Civil War. Round 1, Roman Reigns versus The Rock. My God, bro, that'd be awesome.
Man, that would be still so just wonderful. I just can't wait to see how everything's going to go. It's just going to be wonderful, man.
Back to this. Let's take care of my wrestling side. Let me ask you this right here. I'm simulcasting right now between Truckers Pod and Wrestling Track. So I'm now switching gears to my Truckers Pod. I have a podcast called Truckers Pod for delivery, for delivery drivers. You got to go. I want to thank my brother for joining me. By the way, you can catch him hopefully next time on Truckers Pod, on Wrestling Tracks rather. When he gets the time. Speaking of Wrestling Tracks, join us tomorrow night with David Burton on Thursday nights. I love you, brother. God bless you.
Love you, man. We're going to get together this weekend for sure.
Definitely.
All right.
Love you, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank my brother, Greg McCray. He's a busy guy. I want to thank you very much for joining us as well. We are in the middle. I wanted to combine the show, Truckers Pod and Wrestling Tracks, but for right now, this is going to be a teaser for Wrestling Tracks. So, by Wrestling Tracks, folks, that's all you get. We're now going to turn our attention to Truckers Pod. So, thank you so much for Wrestling Tracks, folks, and I'll see you guys Thursday night at 9 o'clock. With David Burton. Wrestling Truckers Part starts right now.
Turn it up, it's the sound. Wrestling all around. No ring, no hold down. Here we go, pound for pound. Feel the heat in the air. Every move, no despair. Trancing crowds everywhere. Hear the echo if you dare. Yeah, you're listening to Wrestling Tracks. Feel the snap. Play it back. In the spotlight we shine, every match on the line. Hear the bell, it's our time. Moments ours, that's the sign. Fly high, hit the mat, no retreat, that's a fact. Every slam, every whack, take a breath, don't look back. History on display, every night, every day. Feel the roar, can't delay. In this ring, we all stay. We all stay.
Thank you so much, everybody. We are now back on Truckers Pod. I wanted to combine the show, Wrestling Tracks and Truckers Pod, but that was not possible at the moment. So y'all give me a few minutes. I'm going to come back. I got a discussion for you. Is it possible? A while ago, I don't know where I read this from, but Elon Musk has a problem with people who work from home. He said they're stealing from people who go in the office. So I have a problem with that because I'm a witness to somebody who works from home. And my mom works from home Monday through Thursday. So I got a problem with that, Elon Musk. I'm going to address that. Give me 60 seconds and we'll be right back.
T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds.
Everybody, I'm back. Sorry about that. Elon Musk. I don't know where I heard this, read this, whatever. Heard this, read this, saw this. Had a problem with people who work from home. And he said that people work from home kind of steal from people who go in the office. And I disagree with that heavily. Because A, that's bull. B, I am a witness. I am an eyewitness to someone who works from home. My mom works from home. She's working right now. She's supposed to be working from home right now. Now, there's a difference. And there's some comparisons. The difference is you got to get up, get dressed, put clothes on, get in the car, go in the office, depending on how far your location of work is. Whether you work corporately or you go to an office, you go to a tech, whatever your job is, your career, your job, whatever it is. So you got to get up, get dressed, get your lunch. If you're bringing lunch, if you're buying lunch, bringing lunch, you do all that stuff. Put gas in the car, go to work, all that stuff. Okay. You go to the work, clock in. If you have an office, if you have a cubicle, you clocked in, somebody saw you, you checked in with somebody, you're at work. Meanwhile, people work from home, all they have to do is get up, may or may not get dressed. They don't have to have a webcam on. They can do their job in their underwear. They need to. As long as they're doing their job. Some people do their job in their underwear. Hell, some people do their job in the screw it, I'll say it. Some people, y'all excuse my ring alarm. Some people do their job in the nude, if you will. Because technically, ever since COVID, people work from home. I'm not familiar with work. I haven't worked from home since I haven't worked from home, so I wouldn't know how long people doing that. Working from home started getting popular around COVID time. I've always had jobs here and there. Like we said in earlier seasons of Truckers Pod, I haven't kept the job for a long time, but I've had jobs here and there. I'm going to get to that in a while. I've had several jobs. Now, I haven't kept the job for long, but I've had several jobs. Working from home probably got popular around COVID. And people just got used to it, got comfortable with it, all that stuff. Now, the only difference between that person and the person at the office is comfort. The person at the office has to get up, get dressed, put clothes on, check in, do their job at the office. Maybe, depending on what job you got, if you got some jobs close down for lunch, some jobs can bring lunch, all that stuff. Person working from home, all they got to do is go to the living room, go in the kitchen, have lunch, boom. The only difference is comfort. So I disagree with Elon Musk. People who work from home are stealing from people who work in the office. I say this for a reason. I witnessed somebody who works from home. My mom works from home. She's doing that right now. Sometimes she messes. Sometimes people work from home go off too much. They mess around their phone. They're supposed to be working, but they do their job. Now sometimes they mess around too much. They're supposed to be on their phone. They're supposed to be working. They slack off sometimes. They be on their phone watching. Mostly on TikTok. They're supposed to be working. I ain't gonna snitch, but they are working from home nonetheless. They maybe a few days out of the week go in the office. My mom's, it was 2 days out of a week. Did that drop down to 1 day a week go in the office. But I'm saying that for a reason. The only difference between you going to the office and the person working from home is comfort. Is you work the same hours. You get up in the morning. The only difference between you going to work and the person working from home, the person working from home, get up, log in from the computer, start your work day. First of all, y'all work from home. My mom does this a lot. I don't see how she does it without coffee. Y'all that don't drink coffee first thing in the morning, how in the world y'all do this, man? Y'all, for real, y'all kind of scare me a little bit. How y'all don't drink coffee first thing in the morning, bruh? Y'all just get up, get started. My mom does this. She gets up Monday through Thursday, 6 o'clock. She's at the desk, get started. No coffee, no nothing. Just get started. That's kind of scary. Like, bruh, can you get some energy in you? She just goes straight to it. Boom. That's kind of scary a little bit. I disagree with Elon Musk there. I'm also rambling on because I forgot where I'm at right now. Also, I want to say this while I'm doing this as well. I'm also, my mind is running all over the place right now, so y'all excuse me. God forbid Donald John Trump wins the election. God forbid. Some people, I've been there. Me and my mom, we've been there. Single parents that can't afford health, they can't afford child care. God help them. Trust me, we've been there. It ain't fun. You have a child that's too old for daycare, but too young to be by himself. You have a child that's not ready for school, but is too young for be by himself, but he's not quite ready for daycare. He's not ready for school. He's not school age, but he's not ready for. He's not school age, but he's not ready to be by himself as well. And you gotta be at work. You can't hire a babysitter. It's babysitter expensive nowadays. Back in the days, it'd be $20, $10. Buy the babysitter a pizza. Boom. Buy babysitter dinner. Babysitter's going up nowadays. The price of a babysitter nowadays is expensive. Child care is expensive nowadays. Back in the day, you get a sitter, buy the babysitter a pizza or something, you good to go. Nowadays, it's expensive. And nowadays, you need somebody with some experience. Because you can't have anybody watching your kids nowadays. People crazy. You know. So, God forbid Donald Trump wins. He wants to eliminate child care for after school. We just call it extended days or something like that. Bruh, it's hard out here. Like I said last episode, I can't tell you who to vote for. But the choices are pretty obvious when you think about it. I'm not telling you who to vote for. Legally, I can't tell you to vote for, obviously. But I'm just giving you I'm just telling you when you think about it, your choices are pretty obvious right there in your faces. I was on TikTok, and there were women for Donald Trump, which is appalling to me. Why, as a woman, why would you not support a woman, Kamala Harris, who is for you, for your rights, for your future? Why would you support somebody that's trying to take your future away? Suppose you get pregnant. You want to change your mind. It's 2025. And let's say abortion is out. Nah, remember that? No, you vote for Donald Trump. Ain't no abortion. Remember that? Now, quite frankly, I don't like talking about it much, but stand for something fall for anything, right? I'm pro-life. Since I was 13 years old, I've been pro-life since I was 13. So I found out what abortion is. I've always been pro-life. However, unless you are a woman's doctor, her husband, or her Savior and Lord, unless you are Jesus Christ, her doctor, or her husband, the government has no business telling a woman how to decide for her health care. Unless you push that baby out yourself. Unless you pushed out a baby out of your body. The government has no business telling a woman how to care for her body. Some babies don't make it in the womb. They have to be taken out. Some babies, some women change their mind. Unfortunately, everybody has that right. I believe, now, I'm going to say this. Pro-life is also womb to tomb. If you're going to be pro-life, you also have to be against the death penalty. I'm against death penalty too. Not just against abortion. I'm against the death penalty too. Not just against abortion though. It's from womb to tomb. Otherwise, you're concerned about the womb. I'm also against the death penalty. I believe so. Let's just my shoe up at school. No survivors. Oh, you going to prison. You going to prison. But for the rest of your life, let nature take care of you. Let time and nature take care of you. Life in prison, no parole, and let time take care of you. Oh, you on bait to die. Rather than put somebody on death row and give them a date to die, I believe life in prison, no parole. That way, natural selection takes care of that person. Rather than give somebody a date to die, we leave it in the hands of natural selection. And natural selection decides to take care of that individual. I have a person, back in, I believe it was 2017, 16, Thanksgiving night, a tough day for my family. If I was the judge, I wouldn't have given him 20 years. I would give him life in prison or parole. But he signed up for 20 years. Which is, hey, look, you want 20 years? I'm going to give you 20 years. I would have denied that and give him life in prison or parole. That's what I would have done if I was the judge. A life for a life. That's what I would have done. You took a life, therefore you deserve your life to get taken away from you. Because you took a life. So my whole point in this, why would you support a person that is for your rights to be taken away from you as a woman? Obviously, I'm not a woman, but I dare say in this election, I'm not really a political person, but I dare say women's rights are pretty much on the line in this election. If they haven't been before, they're pretty much on the line. I'm just saying. Why would you, as a woman, why would you not support a fellow woman who's for you? That's up to you. I can't tell you to vote for it. I'm just saying the choice is getting pretty clear. That's all I'm saying. I'm in big political, but it's obvious. Now I said, like I said last show, I said a lot of negative stuff about Donald Trump, and I stand by every word that I ever said. I stand by every word negatively I ever said about Donald John Trump. I wish I could say it to his face. Not as a former president. No. One man to another man, or lesser of a man. Lee Houston, Donald John Trump, look him dead in the eyes, eyeball to eyeball. You, sir, and I loosely use the term sir, are the biggest piece of, screw it, I'll say it. The biggest piece of shit I ever seen in my life. I'm not really for presidents. I'm not really a political guy. I don't care about presidents after the fact. But good God, at least George Bush wasn't this bad. At least Republicans can't be this stupid. George Bush people ain't this stupid. George Bush supporters don't get this much grief as Donald Trump supporters. Come on, man. By all means, if you're going to be political, if you're going to support your person, fine. Support the party, not the person. If you're going to be a Republican, cool. Support the Republican Party, not the person. When this is over. But Trump's been gone for 4 years, since 2020. However long it's been. If you're going to be a Republican, support the next Republican, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Support the party itself, not just the person. The party. You're a Republican. I'm a Democrat, but you don't see me all over Barack Obama's butt. Uncle Joe, I love you, but hey, man, you kind of too old to be doing this. I kind of called it from the beginning. Joe ain't got the energy to do another 4 years. In fact, I wish we go back to younger presidents, but at the same time, you need energy as well as experience. You need experience, but you need energy. You try doing 12 meetings in a day as president of the United States. You try doing 12 meetings, 12 press conferences, all in one day. And you can't go off on nobody. You got to be professional all the time. It is a bunch of hard work. You can't go off on nobody. You got to be professional all the time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not easy being the president of the United States. Running for president, the first thing to go is your privacy. So anybody out there thinking about being the president, the first thing to go, as soon as you make the announcement, is your privacy. So think long and hard when you want to run for president. Think long and hard. Not just president, but any political office. Major political office. Maybe governor. You get a little privacy as governor. Mayor, nobody care about you as mayor. I won't say nobody cares, but the major offices, governor, mayor, maybe senator. If you want to be president, the first thing to go is your privacy. That's the first thing to go. So think long and hard before you decide, hey, you know what? I'm going to run for president of the United States. The first thing to go is your privacy. That's the first thing to go. Oh, you want to go to the basketball game, football game? Nah, you run for president, remember? No, you can't. You don't do that. You don't do that no more. Oh, you want to take your wife out for dinner? Nah, you don't do that. No, say goodbye to that. Or who you texting? Nah, you don't text no more. None of that no more. Privacy go out the window. It's not easy running for the office, getting the office. And when you get the office, you got all that stuff you promised. 50% of that is bullshit. So when you're running for president, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Stop right there. Half of that is bullshit. Stop. Just stop. You did all that for votes. You did all these promises for votes. Stop right there. Half of that you promised is bull. You probably going to get like 5 or 6 things done that you promised. The good news is, God forbid Donald Trump wins. He's old as hell anyway. First of all, how you gonna call Joe Biden crooked and old, and you just the same? You the one got a bunch of felony cases. You the one that's a convicted felon. You the one got a bunch of marriages. This is your umpteenth marriage. Against me, Donald Trump can barely be somebody's husband. Barely. And you want to be somebody's president again. And you can barely be a husband. Now, constitutionally speaking, Melania, you still have about 2 good months. Well, really a month left. If you change your mind, you still got enough time to get out of here. Because constitutionally speaking, we don't have to have a first lady. The Constitution don't say anything about the president has to be married. So you want to get out. If you want out, now is the time to do that. It hasn't been done before, but there's nowhere the Constitution says it can't happen. The president can't get divorced, or the president has to be married. Grover Cleveland got married. I love history. I'm a big history buff. Grover Cleveland got married while in office. I don't necessarily remember how, but Grover Cleveland, I think, got married to a distant cousin. It happened to turn out they were distant cousins, something like that. If I'm not mistaken, Grover Cleveland is one of our we have our famous presidents and our forgotten presidents and our least remembered presidents. And then I remember something about a contest, and it turns out she was a distant cousin of Grover Cleveland. Something about a contest, and it turns out she's a distant cousin. I'm not sure about that. I know somewhere in there, she was a distant cousin of Grover Cleveland, and they got married while he was in office. So that's the president. The president of the United States had to be married. It's down in the Constitution. You don't say anything about the president being married. So if Melania won out, now it's a chance. Get out while you can. Get out while you can. Baby, you got enough money now. You a citizen now. If you married for a green card, you good, girl. If you married a man for a green card, you win. You good. Get out while you can, sister girl. My sister got married. My half sister on my dad's side, she married a foreigner through a green card for citizenship. They fell in love for real later. They're divorced now. They fell in love later. They got married through a green card. So he gets citizenship. You don't necessarily have to fall in love. The point is, if you want out, now is the time, Melania. I'm just saying. I'm rambling because I forgot where I'm supposed to be at in my notes here. But my point is, if I can sum all this up, if I forgot where I had my notes. My point, ladies and gentlemen, vote for the love of God. Vote one more time, for the love of all that is holy, vote, 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 vote. Every woman on this planet, if you call yourself a woman, you need to be at the polls on election day. Especially women. Especially women. Y'all got to go vote. Y'all, I hate to say this, and I respectfully say this, and I hate to sound this drastic, but y'all excuse my ring alarm. I'll excuse my ring alarm there. I hate to be this drastic, but dang it, your womanhood on the line. I hate to sound that drastic, but it's almost getting to that point. Your womanhood is on the line. God forbid Donald Trump wins the election. You tell me you want to go through 4 years of bullshit again. Who wants that crap? Let's keep it real. You honestly want 4 more years of bullshit again. You want to go around 4 years of bullcrap again. Come on, man. Ain't nobody got time for that. Now the good news is, the next time we deal with Donald Trump, God forbid he wins the election, it's when former presidents come together. Every once in a while, we have events where former presidents come together, with former living presidents. I hate to say this, but technically, Jimmy Carter probably won't be with us at that time. He probably passed on by then. So it'd be like Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, George Bush, Joe Biden, maybe now Donald Trump, if they let him in. The next time we deal with Trump's when former presidents come together. Per the Supreme Court of the United States, if Trump wins, he's the most powerful person in the world, because some Supreme Court ruled that he's he can't be basically he has unlimited power from when he was the president the first time. Something like that. He'll be the most powerful person in the world for the next 4 years. God forbid. But if Kamala wins, we got to change. We got a whole new chapter. Fuck that. A whole new book. We can forget a chapter. A whole new book if Kamala wins. Bruh. We can change. We can have a whole new book with new chapters. History can be made. Not just a woman of color. For the second, y'all excuse my ringtone, man. My ring alarm. Everybody sit down somewhere. Shoot. Not just the second time since Obama, a person of color is president. The first time was President Obama. The first time President Obama. And if Kamala wins, she'll be our second person of color to be president. But the first time ever a female president. That'd be cool. But for any of that to happen, you got to vote. You got to make yourself known. You got to make your voice heard. Basically, if I can borrow a line from back in the day, you got to stick it to the man. So election day, for the love of God, go out and stick it to the man. I got to go, everybody. Have a great day. We'll see you next time on Truckers Pod. Half of Wrestling Tracks was earlier today. I tried to do a simulcast. I didn't know Greg was unavailable. Greg will be with me Thursday or Friday. I'm gonna get with him either. Hang on a second. Let's see here. Greg will be with me Friday or Saturday. We'll have Greg McCray with us, and we'll do a whole show from there. I got to go. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you Thursday on Truckers on Wrestle Tracks.
Stories of the road, life's in good times. Funky beats rolling, feeling so fine. From the cab to the mic, we'll candidly chat. Life's a journey and we're all in that.